liked him. Admired him. As I was saying to you the other day, James, I admire them all for their sheer spirit. The awful thing is that Providence doesn't allow their bodies to be as indomitable as their wills.
Yes.
Just seemed to fade away, didn't he, in a few weeks?
I wonder how she'll manage.
Oh, I don't see how she can, not with 3 young children. It's a hell of a pity they worked so damn hard to build that place up.
Well, I thought I'd call. Just to see how she's coping.
Yes, of course, James, of course.
Coffee, Ma. Oh, that I think. Well, don't just stand there, William. Show him in.
Hello, Willie. Thanks. Mrs. Dolby?
How are you, Mr. Elliot?
Fine. You?
Fine.
I'm sorry about Billy.
Yes.
I was just passing. Thought I'd drop in, see how things were.
Well, that's nice.
Is there anything at all I can do?
I think we're just about coping, thanks.
You'll be selling the farm, I suppose.
Good Lord, no.
Oh? Well, how will you manage?
Reckon we'll just take every day as it comes. There's Charlie outside, of course. He'll come full-time now. And there's William. He'll just have to grow up a bit quicker than was intended, that's all.
Man of the house now then, Willie. Well, if there is anything we can do, please don't hesitate to ask.
I'll remember that. You take a mug of tea and a custard tart with us while you're here?
No, I won't, thanks, Mrs. Dolby. No, I must be off. All the best.
Thank you.
Clancy, sir.
Pardon?
After me brother-in-law, you know.
Oh, the dog's called Clancy.
Now, he were a big bugger, sir. Only All-Ireland champion at wrestling, sir. Till the day he got his eye poked out. And never received no compensation neither on account that the referee said he were unsighted at the time that the incident happened.
What exactly can we do for you, Mr. Clancy? Mr. Mulligan?
Pardon?
What do you want?
Oh, medicine, sir, for me dog.
And what seems to be the trouble with your dog?
You won't have to mumble with me, sir. I'm a bit hard of hearing. If you'll just not mumble.
What's the matter with him?
Vomiting, sir.
Pardon?
What's that?
Vomiting?
That's it, sir. Vomiting bad.
Oh, vomiting. And how soon after eating does he vomit?
What's that?
I said, when does he vomit? Vomit.
Oh, he's vomiting all right, sir. Vomiting bad.
Bismuth and mag carb, James. There should be some bottles about. Just mixed a new batch yesterday.
Ah, these?
Yes, that's it.
Thanks.
Not a bit. Nothing basically wrong with the brute except that he eats every scrap of rubbish he comes across. Caninus omnivorous.
Oh, I see.
Been vomiting again, have we, Mr. Mulligan?
Oh, it is, sir, it is. But I'm thinking it'll brighten up later.
Perfectly possible. There you are, James. See you later.
Right. Mr. Mulligan?
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right. Come on, Clancy.
Good.
Come on. That's a good. Come on.
Oh. Hello.
Hello, James.
Hello.
Hello.
Isn't that Siegfried I can hear calling you?
Oh, didn't you see him? He just went out. Am I by any chance in the way?
Distinctly.
Oh. Well, in that case, if you're quite sure I'm not
No,
wanted...
you aren't. How are you?
Fine. You?
Oh, fine. What can I do for you?
I was in town. I thought I'd call by.
Ah.
I was wondering if you'd like to come up for your tea on Sunday.
Tea?
Sunday.
Oh, that'd be marvellous. I mean, yes. Yes, I'd love to.
Good. Well, see you Sunday then.
Right.
Bye for now.
Bye, Helen. You've been eavesdropping?
I need to keep informed as your tactical advisor in these matters.
Ah. I'm invited to tea.
It's a good sign, that, James. A good sign, I think.
I should say so.
Always provided, of course, that you don't read too much into it.
What do you mean?
What I mean is you're not home and dry yet, you know. I mean, he's still there, lurking about in the undergrowth.
He? Who?
Richard Edmondson. Still, I don't suppose he'll be there on Sunday.
You don't think there's a chance he might be, do you?
Oh, probably not. Although, of course, he is an old friend of the family, never away from the place.
Oh?
And old Alderson does rather fancy him for a son-in-law, I understand.
Now, where did you hear that?
Down the pub. I say, I'm not putting you off, am I?
Of course not.
I mean, that's the very last thing I want to do.
Of course it is.
And she has invited you to tea.
Yes. Unless it's just being polite.
Polite?
Returning my hospitality? I mean, let's face it, why should she invite me to tea? I haven't exactly covered myself in glory with her, have I?
Well, it wasn't your fault that when you took her to the dinner dance, there wasn't one that weekend.
And what about that awful night at the pictures?
Well, how were you to know they were going to change the film? Or that Gob Newhouse was going to come snoring next to you?
And then you really put the tin hat on it for me, didn't you?
I did.
Dragging me off on that dreadful double date with those nurses and getting me blotto.
Oh, come on now, James, be fair. My own memories of that evening are a bit blurred, but I certainly didn't have to prise your jaws open and force the stuff down you.
I wake up at night sometimes and I relive the whole ghastly scene. I'm there, legless, and Connie's at my elbow, not much better. Then suddenly she goes green, drops her trifle, and passes out right in front of me. And there they are, Helen and him. That pink scrubbed face staring at me down yards and yards of nose.
My dear James, don't be so gloomy. You'll see, nothing will go wrong this time.
I wish I could share your confidence about that.
By the way, have you seen Siegfried's new Rover?
Yes. He's given me the old car, you know.
Ah, now did you tell him the brakes were wonky?
Yes. He said a good driver doesn't need brakes.
I asked him if I could take the Rover for a spin, you know.
And what did he say?
He went puce and asked me if I thought he was out of his mind.
Well, you did write the Austin off last week, didn't you? And you did have your arm round a nurse at the time.
Yes, there is that.
Remember to close it behind you. There's a good chap.
More tea, James.
Oh, thank you.
James has had a busy time since we last saw him, with the sheep.
Oh, yes.
Did you have much twin lamb disease this time, James?
Yes, quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. But I managed to dose the ewes with glucose, and it seemed to do quite a lot of good.
I reckon no to glucose. I've tried it, and I reckon no to it.
Oh, that is interesting.
Right.
Yes, that's quite interesting. There's been a lot of pulpy kidney about.
Pardon?
Pulpy kidney amongst the lambs.
Oh, fancy.
That's interesting.
Yes. Yes, isn't it? It's a good job we've got a vaccine against it now.
I reckon no to vaccines.
Oh?
Well, wool ball.
I beg your pardon?
Wool ball on stomach. That's what's causing all that death you're on about. Not to do with kidneys at all.
wool ball.
All right.
I was going to...
Stole cattle were down on Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a pity. Pig trade was good, though.
Well, all I say.
Dad? Stan's here.
All right.
Stan's our cowman. One of the herd's gone down with the staggers.
I should better go. Where is she?
Up on Topfield.
Look, I've got my stuff in the car. I'll go and get it.
Oh, get me points on.
Lucky James was here.
Seems like it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Alderson. I'm afraid she's dead.
Oh?
Her heart just gave out before the magnesium had a chance to work.
Oh, well. These things happen.
Wasn't your fault, James.
No, of course not.
You mustn't blame yourself, then.
No, I don't. Well, thanks for the tea. It was lovely.
Ah, then, let's see now. Barnet, Gill, Sumter, Dent. I better look at Scruton's calf, James. I know you've been treating it, but as I'm going past the door, tell me about it, will you?
Well, it's breathing a bit fast and it's running a temperature.
Yes.
I don't think there's any pneumonia there, but I suspect that it may be developing diphtheria.
Can I have a book, Richard Tristan, please? Yeah. Yes, James, go on.
There's a swelling on the jaw and the throat glands are up.
Uh-huh. Pneumonia, eh?
No, I said I didn't think it was pneumonia.
I see. How have you been treating it?
I'm injecting Prontosil and I've left some liniment to be rubbed into the throat region.
Right, then. Liniment for the chest.
Not the chest, Siegfried, the throat.
The throat? Now, why on earth would you be rubbing liniment into the throat?
To relieve the inflammation?
But surely wouldn't it be doing more good on the chest?
Well, no, not for calf diphtheria.
Diphtheria, my dear old James. Now, let's start again from the beginning, shall we? You are one of the best fellows alive, but by the Lord, you lack the gift of clear communication. Now, take all the time in the world. There's absolutely no hurry. You did tell me you were treating Scruton's calf for pneumonia, huh?
No, I didn't.
But I distinctly heard you mention pneumonia.
Diphtheria, Siegfried, not pneumonia, diphtheria. And it's running a temperature of 105.
105? Good Lord. Well, look, the last thing I want to do is to interfere, James. You know that, but Wouldn't you say that the situation called for a little Prontosil?
I am using Prontosil, Siegfried. I have just told you that. And I am not treating the animal for pneumonia. I am treating it for diphtheria. What is the point of my telling you things if you never listen?
Word. Would you say that our James has had something on his mind these last few days?
Her name's Helen. James? Don't mind my asking, but why am I sitting out here?
Do you know what I can't stand most about your brother?
What?
Everything else I like about him, except for this one thing.
What?
It's when he gets patient with you. When that saintly look comes on his face, and you know for certain that any minute now he's going to forgive you. For something he's just done.
I know.
I just can't stand it.
I know. Still, life could be worse, James.
Good Lord, no.
She was right, you know. Wasn't your fault.
You try telling her father that.
Have another beer, old son. Drown your sorrows.
Thanks. My God! She's off! Oh, no. Please, no.
Damnedest thing.
What?
Someone's flattened the new club hut up on the golf course.
Good Lord, really?
Police haven't a clue how they did it.
Students, I expect. Don't care what they do these days.
Well, you two were up in that direction yesterday, weren't you?
Yes, you were.
Did you see I did it?
Oh, hello, Mrs. Dolby. Oh, I see. What are the symptoms? Yes, all right. I'll get out as quickly as I can. Yes. Goodbye. That was Mrs. Dolby.
Oh, yes?
Well, those Sturks she bought, they're sick.
James, you'd better get up there straight away.
Yes, I'll go now.
Now, come on, Tristan, tell me exactly how this headlamp came to get broken.
Well, we were coming up to this gate, you see, up at Harrison's farm.
Yeah.
And we braked, and nothing happened. Car just went straight on into the gate.
You see?
I must say, though, that it wasn't James's fault he rammed the gate. I mean, be fair, he had been complaining about those brakes for weeks.
They've got tusks, Charlie.
Aye, that's what I thought. Touch of husk. You'll be giving him a throat injection, will you, Mr. Elliot?
Yes, of course.
That'll soon put him right.
Right, let's get him off this grass and into a building, shall we?
Aye.
Come on. Push.
Husk?
It's a parasite. It infects the cow's bronchial tubes and sets up bronchitis. I'm afraid they're pretty bad, Mrs. Dolby. I wish you'd called me sooner.
There's been that much to see to.
Of course. Sorry.
Is there something you can do for them?
Well, I've given them an injection, and I'll leave you some medicine. And they need the best possible food. That's good hay and high-protein cake.
That'll cost a bit.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, but it's the only treatment. And I certainly can't risk them picking up any more worms from the pasture.
Are we going to lose any of them, Mr. Elliot?
It'd be very wrong of me to make light of this, Mrs. Thorby. Some of them are certainly going to die.
Many?
Very possibly.
I see. Well, if you sit yourself down, I'll get you that mug of tea.
You gave him all the injection, did you, James?
For what it's worth.
Well, the books speak very well of it. Chloroform to stupefy the worms, turpentine to kill them, creosote to cause the cough that expels them.
You go along with all that?
Not for one moment, no. I think any good effects that have been achieved have been the result of getting the cattle off the infected pasture in time. Still, it always impresses the farmers very greatly. How did she take the news?
Like she always does, on the chin. As Charlie says, she does her crying in private.
She's an indomitable woman. Oh, well, James, you've done all you can. We'll all do every damn thing we can. We can't do more. Oh! Night, James.
Night, Siegfried. I'll get it.
Thank you.
Hello, yes?
Mr. Worley here up at pub. I'm having trouble with Miss Sow, Marigold. She pigged this afternoon and I don't think she's got much milk. Little pigs look very hungry to me. Can you come out?
Yes, all right, Mr. Worley. Yes, I'll come. Bye.
I took a look at this last bar, she was great, and I said, hey, Warren, old love, if that's the wife, tell her I've emigrated. Anyway, she says to me, she says, were you on the bus on the way down?
Good of you to come out, Mr. Elliot.
Not at all, Mr. Worley.
He's out back, as you know.
She said, I don't recognise you. Are you with our crowd? Well, I took a look at her and I thought, and I don't know you, love. Although I was getting...
No homes to go to, some of them.
I can understand that. Anyway, she said...
Right. Thank you.
See what I mean? Just no milk.
Well, isn't that, Mr. Worley? It's there, all right. Just not getting through.
Oh? Can you do out about it?
Yes. Actually. You're taking a bit of a risk, aren't you, Mr. Worley? Nearly 1 o'clock in the morning.
No sweat. Local constable P.C. Dalloway's a mucker of mine. Like to get him many a time when we were kids. Has what you might call a very elastic attitude, as old Dallows, to the licensing laws.
Oh, I see.
He'll be in there having one with us in about half an hour.
I'm very civilised of him. Mr. Worley. That's better, isn't it?
Nay. It's never cleared up already, has it?
See for yourself.
It's a miracle, is that? I've never seen out like it. Well, go to Heligoland. Of course, I can see you like pigs, you know.
Can you really, Mr. Worley?
Oh, yes, I'm never wrong. The minute I saw the way you got down to her first time you come, hello, I said. Now, there's a young man who likes pigs.
Really?
Mr. Farnham's the same.
Oh, really?
What? There's nothing that man likes better than a pig.
Do you know, I never realised that.
And his young brother, young Mr. Fan, and he's very fond of pigs.
Ah, he's had quite a lot of experience with pigs.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. The minute I saw that lad, I could tell. He's got pig written all over him.
Yes, well, I'll tell him you said that.
You do that.
Oh, Wally's going to have to change his brewery. I'm getting sick to death of this beer. I am really. No, then, Hey, it's not Mr. Elliot, is it?
How are you, Mr. Newhouse?
Aye, no, lad, don't Mr. Me. Call me Gobber like everybody else. Hey, I say, you're not going without having one, are you?
Well, it is a bit late, actually, isn't it?
Oh, no, lad, I haven't been home for me tea yet. Now, come on through and join party.
Thank you.
Hey, you lot. Hey, I say, look who I found here.
Come on, Mr. Elliot.
6 pints of bitter, Wally, all love.
6 pints of bitter coming up.
Well, now, Mr. Elliot, how's the dog trade, then?
It's all right.
You keeping you busy, eh? Not too busy, eh?
Pardon?
Hey, I say, I saw him t'other night with his young lady in cuddling seats. Come on, then. Get your chops round this lot.
Good health, Mr.
No, get your hands off that. Cheers, Mr. Elliot.
Cheers.
Careful, he's spilling it here. I wish you all the very best, lad.
Thank you.
Now then, what are we going to do?
That'll be just 6 shillings, please, Mr. Elliot.
I've got it.
6 shillings?
With yours. Sorry I can't make it any less.
Get on with it, Amy. Get up, get down to bed. Cheer up, the sun is set. Laugh, be happy.
Thank you.
What you
Now, that Gobber Newhouse, he hates pigs. I'll be old Dallows now.
All right, Mr. Wally. I'll let him in. Good night.
Good night to you, Mr. Elliot.
Good evening, sir.
Evening, officer.
Or should I say morning? Your car outside, sir?
Yes.
You've had a bit of a bump, haven't you, sir?
Ran into a wall. Brakes, you know.
Brakes, sir?
They don't work very well.
Well, you do realise it's an offence, sir, having defective brakes.
I'm having them seen to.
Very wise, sir. Having a bit of a late night, are we, sir?
I've been looking at Mr. Wally's pig.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm a vet.
Ah. Well, tell me, sir, do you make it 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, I do. 1 just.
Yes. That's just what I make it.
You aren't P.C. Dalloway, our regular local man.
On holiday, sir. Skegness.
Oh, really? Good night, officer.
Good morning, sir.
£15. And a warning from the bench that next time it would cost him his licence.
What about the rest of them?
£2 each. Despite passionate protestations from Gobber Newhouse that the beer in his glass had been purchased before closing time 4 hours earlier.
They're a heartless lot, magistrates.
Not a pig lover amongst them.
How are you feeling now?
Worse than ever.
It's flu, Siegfried. You should be in bed.
I said I'm going to have to. You'll be able to manage all right, will you?
What? Leave everything to us, Siegfried, and don't worry.
Give me a reason. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't worry. Leaving everything to you.
Do you get the feeling occasionally, James, that Siegfried doesn't entirely trust us?
Yes?
Yes, I do. What's wrong with your hand?
Oh, was that bad carving last week? I think I must have got an infection in it.
You should see the doctor.
Yes, I intend to as soon as I've been to the Daubys. I don't know. Just about everything seems to be going wrong at the moment. How many have died so far, Mrs. Thorby?
4 so far. Last one died this morning.
I'm sorry.
Only them as has 'em can lose 'em. How many more can we expect to go, do you think?
Oh, it's hard to say. But it could be at least another half dozen, I would have thought. And even the survivors. Well, they aren't going to be winning any medals for you.
Well, you did warn us. And there's nothing you can give 'em.
There is nothing a country vet needs more desperately at the moment than a husk vaccine.
I see.
Doesn't anything ever get you down, Mrs. Dolby?
Oh, aye. Besides, there's a lot worse off than me. Come on.
Thank you.
Caught in Helen Alderson, I hear.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Oh?
Well, chance would be a fine thing.
What do you mean?
Every time I seem to go near the girl, something terrible happens.
Well, that's a good sign.
You think so?
Oh, aye. Now, with my Billy, when we were courting, he were always breaking things.
Oh, yes?
I remember first time he come for tea, he offered to bring tray through from kitchen. He knocked the spout clean off me mum's best teapot.
Really?
Come in.
Good morning, brother.
Is it? I'd say that was a matter of opinion.
How are you feeling?
Ghastly. Must you be so hearty? Why is it whenever I'm unwell you manage to become like a generator of vitality? Why can't you be your usual somnolent self? Will you please put that damn cigarette out? I'm having enough difficulty breathing as it is.
Sorry?
If you could possibly refrain from burning my bed to the ground, I'd be eternally grateful.
Morning, Siegfried.
Good Lord, this place looks like a field hospital. What did the doctor say about your hand?
Well, it is infected, and I've got to wear the sling until the swelling goes down.
Great. How on earth are you going to get about?
It's no problem. I'll drive him.
Oh. God help you, James. Who's that on the telephone? I must say, you took your damn time answering it.
It's Armitage at Swarton. He's got a cow down with milk fever.
Well, you better get out to him, hadn't you?
It's a bit of a problem, that, actually.
Huh?
I'm afraid the old car's off the road.
You haven't crashed it again, have you?
It's the brakes. I was warned by the police, remember?
Oh.
So it's a bit of a problem, you see. Of course, there is the Rover.
Oh. What?
Well, it's either that or that poor cow, Siegfried, and as you've said yourself, if we're called out, we must attend, we must attend.
Give me my trousers. One scratch, just one scratch, and I'll kill you myself with my bare hands.
What a break, eh, Jim? Bears out what I always say. Everything happens for the best.
You won't forget what he said.
My dear Jim, don't worry.
This isn't the way to Sawtons.
Yes, it is. The scenic route.
You must be 10 miles further this way.
That as well.
Just take it easy, will you?
Relax, Jim. Enjoy yourself. You know, I really think I missed my way. I could have raced for a living. I have an instinctive feeling for cars, you know. Look out!
screams.
Come in. Come in. Up in.
How are you feeling now, then, Siegfried?
Worse.
Oh, dear. Dear, dear.
Well, how did you get on?
Fine. Fine.
Fine.
The car was on her feet when we left.
Where are the keys?
Yes, of course. About the car, Siegfried. There were these sheep, you see.
You've damaged it, haven't you?
Well? Yes.
What have you done to it?
Front and rear wings pretty badly mangled, and both near side doors ripped off. It's tricky, James. Still, as I always say, things usually turn out better than you'd expect.
Lucky.
What?
He was too weak to walk.
Yes. Tonight, James, can't wait to get my hands on little Angela.
You must be some kind of a maniac. I know tonight's going to be a complete disaster.
Nonsense. Tonight would be the most romantic night of your life.
If we ever get through in here, see who it is, would you?
Oh, Mrs. Dolby, come
Mr.
in.
Farnan.
Hello.
Mr. Herriot, you aren't off duty, are you?
No, not yet. Why? What's the matter?
It's the herd. The new one I bought. Well, they all seemed fit enough when I bought them, but... Well, now they seem to be losing ground. Fast.
Oh?
Well, they look as if they're giddy. And some of them are lying down, sort of dazed like.
I see. Well, just give me a moment. I'll get my bag packed. I don't think it's husk, anyway.
Oh, thank heaven for that.
But I'll dose them with this worm medicine just to be sure. And then I'll take some samples and get them off to the laboratory tonight.
Thanks, Mr. Herriot.
Well, I better come straight away. I'll give you a lift if you like.
That's kind of you. But I'll do the shopping whilst I'm here.
All right, Mrs. Dilby.
I might see you later, then.
Yes, you might.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What's the matter, James?
What? Oh, sorry. It's that poor woman.
Mrs. Dolby?
All the things that have gone wrong for her these past few months. It's incredible the way she manages to rise above it all. But if she loses this herd as well...
Will she lose it, do you think?
No, I don't know, Tris.
What's the matter with them?
I don't know. There's no way of telling till I've seen them. But I'm taking no chances. That woman's been through quite enough as it is. I'll get out there straight away.
Oh, thank you.
Tomato juice for you, little Angela. You'll have to improve on that later, my love. And a pint of biscuit for my friend and colleague.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Right.
Cheers.
Poor old Siegfried missing all the fun, eh? But shall we dance, little Angela?
Would you like to dance, Stephanie?
It would be a pleasure.
break while my colleagues and I retire for a few glasses of medicine. And our heartiest thanks to the kind gentleman who sent them over.
Hello.
Hello, James.
Oh, Daphne Arkwright, Helen Alderson.
Pleased to meet you. Hello. Are you enjoying it?
It's great. How are you?
Fine. You?
Oh, fine. Busy, you know.
Oh, yes.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Come along, Helen.
Well, see you later, perhaps.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Shall we go and get our drinks?
What?
Our drinks.
Oh, sorry.
I insist, Angela, you enter into the spirit of the occasion. Now, what better spirit than a gin and orange?
No. Go on, Angela, have a drink. No.
It's not going to be much fun for you if you're stone cold sober at the end of the evening, is it? It won't be much fun for me either. Now, just a sip,
No.
Just enjoying yourself?
Very much.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Come on, love, you'll enjoy this.
You could always ask her to dance, you know.
No, I can't.
Why can't you?
She's with him, isn't she?
No, she isn't.
Yes, she is. I've seen them. They've been together all evening.
They're in a party.
Are they really?
Well, of course they are. For heaven's sake, man, don't mess about. Go to it. Go imitate the actions of a tiger, or whatever other animal is appropriate.
Hello again.
Hello. Lost your girlfriend?
Oh, she's my girlfriend. She's a friend of Tristan's.
Oh, I see.
Nice dress.
Thank you.
Can I have this dance?
I'm afraid you can't. It's already promised.
Oh, I see.
Ready?
Huxley.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Hello? Who did you want to speak to? Well, hang on, I'll see if I can find him.
Any minute now. Good man. If you'll take your partners this time, ladies and gentlemen, for the tango.
Blast it.
What's the matter now?
I can't tango.
Oh, of course you can. Just get her out on the floor and oil yourself about as if you were George Raft. She's waiting.
Excuse me.
Mr. Harriet.
Oh, hello.
There's a telephone call for you.
Oh, thanks.
He who hesitates.
Oh, hello, Mr. Woolley. What seems to be the trouble? Oh, I see. Yes, well... All right, I'll come on as quickly as I can. Yes. Goodbye. They went backwards. called out.
Oh, hell.
Yes. Oh, Helen. I'm afraid we're going to have to give our dance a miss. I've been called out.
Oh, dear.
I sometimes think there must be better ways of earning a living.
I'm sure you don't. Not really.
I don't suppose...
What?
Come with me.
All right.
I have to go to Scale Down House and pick up some things.
Of course.
She just left with Mr. Harriet.
Oh. I won't be a minute.
All right. All right now?
Oh, yes.
James? Is that you?
Yes?
Is everything all right?
It's perfect.
What?
Now, she's what you call a beauty, isn't she, Miss Alderson?
Hmm? Very nice.
I bet you like pigs, don't you?
Oh, yes.
I thought so. Can always tell, you know.
Right, Mr. Woolley. I've given her an injection, so she should start to pick up in a couple of days.
Right.
It's not serious, but I'm glad you called me. And I'll call again on Monday.
Very kind of you. Sorry to drag you away from your dance.
Oh, not at all, Mr. Woolley. It was a real pleasure.
And this is your young lady, then, is it?
That's right, Mr. Woolley. This is my young lady. We could go back to the ball.
Do you want to?
No. Do you?
No.
I love you.
I know that.